I guess I think I have a pretty diverse background, and I was lucky to work for a small company. My first job after working for my dad for a few years, which there I think the benefit was I was out in the field for a long time, but then I got to ultimately kind of be an assistant superintendent, then run a couple jobs. So I think the strength I bring is being kind of doing it from soup to nuts. Then after that, I went to work for a small builder where you kind of have to do everything because there isn't the departments. You don't have a VP of everything. So and you're kind of forced to learn different things. Fundamentally we're working for a family business, and it feels like that. And they've been super supportive. And to me, really patient, even though we've had a tremendous challenge the last several years, but they've seen the cycles come and go as well. So kind of getting through some of this time. I mean, probably the most painful thing for me and all of us in the business the last few years is downsizing people, and that's really painful because just a lot of good people that we'd worked with and kind of built up over the years, and kind of going through that cycle, that's probably by far the most difficult thing that we had to do. It's really challenging because I think our challenge as an industry is our cycle time is really long. From planning to purchase to implementation, it takes us a long time, months and years. So yeah, you have to have the strength to weather the cycle, because you're never going to always buy it right. I mean, in some cases you're going to get into something, and we got into plenty when and land values don't support that anymore, and so thankfully we've had the strength to kind of weather it with the diversification of our other businesses. And a lot of this is, it's as painful as it is, it's healthy. I mean, it was crazy how high prices were, and you kind of look at, well, how can people afford it? I mean, that's one of the I guess myths about the businesses. The builders set the prices. They don't. I mean, the market sets the price. They tell you what they'll pay. So we forecast what we think the price is, and we plan accordingly. But at the end of the day, the market tells you what it will pay, and so that's what it's done to us. We've gone through this transition where the price points have just lowered. And like I said, that's been healthy. It's I've really got a pretty diverse range. I mean, I think my first priority is still making sure our stuff is priced right and the communities are positioned to sell. And so we monitor that and monitor kind of our starts and our inventory. And we look at our inventory. One of the things all the builders got caught with is too much under construction that wasn't sold. So for the last couple of years, we won't start a phase unless it's at least half sold, if not 3/4 sold. So it's kind of changed that part of the business. So that's a key area. Probably right now it's working through the balance of the inventory of land that we have at probably an old basis, and getting into new land positions. So, and we haven't been actively engaged in land acquisition because one, the timing's not good for us yet. We still have a lot of land. One of the issues we got stuck with is we had too many of these master plans. So we had land positions where we had a community with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years left. So we're working those down. So we're to that effect, like a lot of builders, almost every community we've redesigned the product. We have different homes out there than what we were selling, say, 3 years ago. And I think this market will come back strong again, but it is going to take a little longer.